Today, we will look back at the pitching of the genius pitcher Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Shohei Ohtani's performance while struggling, and point out the tactical challenges facing the Dodgers. We will also cover Munetaka Murakami breaking the home run record for Japanese MLB rookies. First is the news about Yoshinobu Yamamoto. On August 9, Japan time, Yoshinobu Yamamoto of the Dodgers started on the mound in an away game against the Diamondbacks. Yamamoto pitched brilliantly, throwing 5 2/3 scoreless innings. The team won 2-1, but Yamamoto was not credited with a win or loss. Yamamoto displayed a superb scoreless performance this time. One of Yamamoto's defining pitching characteristics is his exceptional command. And in this outing, he was able to throw right on the edges of the strike zone. However, he issued 3 walks and hit 1 batter, which, given his natural command, was not ideal. Even so, without letting his pitching fall apart, he pulled himself together nicely, cranked up his gear when he faced a jam, and got through with no runs allowed, which shows the greatness of Yoshinobu Yamamoto. His pitching is truly a work of art. Every time he takes the mound, he never fails to amaze us. With his extraordinary pitching ability, no matter how meticulously opposing lineups devise their strategy, they simply cannot stand up to him. It was an outstanding pitching performance as always. We hope to see Yoshinobu Yamamoto demonstrate his genius pitching once again in his next start. As for Shohei Ohtani, he contributed with 1 hit and 1 RBI, and the game-deciding run was scored on his infield hit to first base. While the quality of his at-bats was not great, delivering a hit that led his team to victory amid a losing streak was commendable. Though he still faces many challenges on the hitting front, I do not believe he is in a slump. In the upcoming games, I look forward to Shohei Ohtani's unicorn-like, monumental active performance. Now, regarding the Dodgers' play, I would like to offer some criticism. Their scoring capability is simply far too low. Despite assembling a roster of such star players, they have produced far too many disappointing offensive plays. In this game against the Diamondbacks, the game went into extra innings. And in the top of the 10th inning, under the tiebreaker rule, they started their attack with no outs and a runner on second base. The lead-off hitter in this inning, Edman, followed by Teoscar, both flied out to the outfield, making it 2 quick outs in no time. Here, I would like to voice my criticism. I strongly feel that I want them to learn how to play baseball and approach their at-bats with a bit more thought. Right now, the Dodgers' scoring ability is extremely poor, and their lineup is in the worst possible state. Therefore, in the top of the 10th inning, in a situation with no outs and a runner on second base under the tiebreaker, the lead-off hitter in this inning, the number 7 hitter Edman, should have been expected to hit a sacrifice bunt, a sacrifice fly, or an infield grounder to first base or second base to advance the runner on second to third. By doing so, they would have created a situation with 1 out and a runner on third base. And with the next hitter, the number 8 hitter Teoscar, flying out to the outfield, the runner on third, Tucker, could have tagged up and scored, allowing them to take the lead. However, in reality, both Edman and Teoscar fell to outfield flyouts, leaving it at 2 outs with the runner still stuck on second base. In this game, the number 9 hitter Hunter Feduccia walked to reach base. And the next batter, Shohei Ohtani, hit an infield single to first base to drive in 1 run, allowing them to luckily take the lead, but normally, they should have been able to score much more comfortably. Baseball is not a sport played with isolated dots, it is a sport connected by lines. With no outs and a runner on second base, if you fly out to the outfield without advancing the runner on second base, it ends as just a dot and fails to become a line. It creates a situation lacking any connection. However, as I mentioned earlier, a sacrifice bunt or an advancing hit would move the runner on second base to third base, creating a situation with 1 out and a runner on third base. If the next batter hits an infield grounder or a sacrifice fly, a chance to score one run is born. In other words, it becomes a line, creating a connection that leads directly to runs. The Dodgers baseball consists only of dots and does not form a line, there is no connection. Baseball is a sport entirely about connections. Connection is more important than anything else. Currently, the Dodgers lack connection in both offense and defense. That is precisely why I believe they suffered a 7-game losing streak. Although they won this game and stopped the losing streak, many issues remain. There are challenges in offense due to the lack of connection. Furthermore, there is also a lack of connection in the pitcher's pitching. The closer Diaz has been showing disastrous results. And his pitching is also made of dots rather than lines. You cannot shut down opposing batters simply by throwing fastballs. If you want to get them out with a high fastball, you need to make the batter conscious of low pitches until you get 2 strikes. Or mix your locations left and right to confuse the batter's eye level. Only through that process does your put-away pitch, the high fastball, truly come alive. That is pitch sequencing, the art of constructing a pitch plan, and connection. Simply throwing a fast, powerful ball up high will not allow you to suppress opponents, because they are first-rate MLB hitters. In this way, I truly want the Dodgers players to realize that in baseball, it is more important than anything else for everything to connect in a line rather than remaining as dots. Every single play and the entire flow of the game must form a line, and connection is what matters most. This is the absolute fundamental mindset of baseball. I want the Dodgers to display perfect victories, but their recent games have been noticeably sloppy. They somehow stopped the streak at 7 losses and showed us a victory after a long time. But instead of winning games by the skin of their teeth, I want them to display the Dodgers' overwhelming strength. To achieve that, each player must consciously focus on connecting baseball into a line rather than dots. And share this mindset as a team to demonstrate baseball connected in both offense and defense. Next is the news about Munetaka Murakami. On August 9, Japan time, Munetaka Murakami of the White Sox started at home against the Guardians, batting second and playing first base. The team came from behind to win 6-3. Munetaka Murakami struck his 26th home run of the season in the 6th inning, hitting it directly off the left field foul pole. He cleanly swung through a 100 mph sinker right down the middle from the Guardians' Gavin Williams, turning it into a home run. With his home run coming at a moment when the team was in a tough spot, it gave momentum to the team, which later turned the game around and ultimately won, bringing great joy. It surely gave courage to the fans as well. Another key highlight of this game was that Munetaka Murakami hit a home run off a 100 mph pitch. Before he made his move, it was said that Munetaka Murakami could not handle MLB velocity. So no clubs came forward wanting to sign him, until the White Sox finally acquired him. As if laughing at the scouts' assessments across all those teams. Munetaka Murakami has thus demonstrated his ability by turning a 100 mph pitch into a home run. This is the greatest charm of Munetaka Murakami. Furthermore, with his 26th home run, Munetaka Murakami has broken and updated the MLB record for home runs by a Japanese rookie to 26. With plenty of games remaining in the season, expectations are high for how far he will ultimately extend this record. Although he was sidelined by injury during the first half of the season, seeing him perform actively again after his return, including hitting home runs, must make Japanese fans immensely proud. Let us continue to watch him hit home runs that lead his team to victory. With this home run by Munetaka Murakami, the total number of season home runs hit by Japanese players in MLB has reached 100, which must have filled Japanese fans with joy. Regarding this milestone, Munetaka Murakami commented after the game as follows. In the future, I think Japanese players will raise their level of play to the point where reaching 100 season home runs as a group will be taken for granted. Shohei Ohtani has been active at the forefront of Japanese players, and we want to do our best so we can keep up with Shohei Ohtani's success. Just as Munetaka Murakami says, powerful Japanese hitters will continue to challenge MLB one after another in the future. When that happens, the number of season home runs by Japanese players will naturally reach not just 100, but over 200 as an achievable reality. Starting with Shohei Ohtani, as well as Munetaka Murakami. We simply cannot take our eyes off the success of Japanese players in MLB moving forward. That is all for today. Thank you very much.